How big was the spider?
That big.
Like that big?
That big.
It was like...
Oh, good.
What?
It was not.
What kinds of things do I want to see in the jungle? I want to see snakes, poisonous tree frogs, monkeys.
I want to see in the jungle animals.
You want to see animals? What kind of animals?
A baby royal bear.
A baby polar bear?
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Monkeys. And this thing that is like a pigeon, but it's like a peacock because it has a huge tail. Pink dolphins, alligators, monkeys, cheetah-like cat creatures that live in the trees, cool birds. Pink dolphins, monkeys with their like white fur around it. Yeah, alligators. I'm hoping you see those like bugs that get controlled by like mushrooms. Little ants and stuff that are like on those mushrooms. Bugs with mushrooms growing out of them and controlling them.
The very first night that we were there, we planned to go on a night walk into the jungle. I was really excited to go in, but I was also nervous. I felt a little bit like maybe this is kind of a crazy thing to do with our kids, with little kids. Like, you kind of hear all these about these plants and animals in the rainforest, like if you touch it, it's poisonous, and all these things that felt kind of dangerous and unknown, and I didn't really know what was there. But obviously, I mean, people live there and people do tours through there, and so it couldn't have been that dangerous, I thought, but I didn't really know. I felt a little conflicted about it. I think we sort of thought of this night walk as like our introduction, a way for us to really meet the jungle and get to know her a little bit. First, we all had to get suited up with rubber boots. We just walked straight from our hotel and towards a path that our tour guide knew about.
I'm gonna start this.
Okay, that's not good.
As soon as we got out on the trail, we realized exactly why you need rubber boots. Like, I can't imagine doing that in just regular shoes.
No, it would have been a disaster. The mud was almost like quicksand. Like if you got into the wrong spot, you'd put your boot in, it would just kind of keep sinking.
Yeah.
And then you'd put your other boot in to try and push the other one out, and then that would start sinking. And then you get caught, and it was really, really hard to get out. We had to rescue the kids a few times.
Steph, you okay?
Are you getting stuck?
We got out to this place that's out in the middle of the jungle, but it's a bit of a farm slash ranch slash preserve, like animal preserve. So we couldn't tell exactly what it was, but it was kind of a cool thing to do in the middle of the walk before we turned around and went back. And there were some neat animals. They had this observation tower that went up over this pond.
Careful, be really quiet. Okay. See? Oh, okay. Okay, go slow. Oh, wow.
It felt a little rickety. But we all go up to the top of this, and then we can see out this big pond that's right in front of us. And we'd barely been up there, and we saw this huge caiman, which is like an alligator.
Alligator or crocodile, yeah.
And it starts swimming over towards us. And to me, it was the closest I'd ever been to one. I think that wasn't like, you know, in a zoo behind a cage or something. And then as we're standing up at the top of this platform, something really funny happened.
So I walked into this place and this monkey jumped onto my back. And he seems to like me. He doesn't want to go anywhere, and I don't know what to do. Now he's scratching his fleas into me and maybe trying to strangle me. I'm not sure. But it's kind of awesome and also kind of not. The other kids are trying to get him to go on him. He's not. So yeah, here we are.
And so it jumped on my neck and wrapped its arms around me and dug its claws into my neck and was generally pretty friendly, I think.
You kind of squealed.
Oh yeah, I kind of squealed. I did not squeal.
You totally squealed.
Do you like having a monkey on you, honey?
Is he freaking you out?
Is he black or red?
He's black. He's definitely a small, friendly black guy.
It turned out it was like a female monkey, and she was decided I was like her new buddy, or maybe
Boyfriend.
maybe boyfriend.
I think.
And she would not get off of me for anything.
No.
You really like
He does. Can you get your hands away from him for a second? Because he feels like maybe I don't want him to feel threatened and then bite me.
A lot gentler. Or choking.
Kaden can put his arm out and try to.
You got
Put it
him?
in your pocket bag. Put your hand up, like, don't make it a
Oh, I like him. He scares me a little bit.
And then we needed to start heading back because it was getting dark and we wanted to walk back through the dark.
But
so,
hold on, the whole way down there,
Yeah.
the monkey would
The
not.
monkey-
She would not get off my back.
No.
We discovered that this is a baby monkey. They named her Luna, and she was very, very fond of me. She would not let go of me for anything. All the way down. I walked down the platform, back to, I must have walked 100 meters.
The monkey, I think they'd gotten the monkey off you at that point.
Yeah, one of the
But-
people there had,
Yeah.
at my request, taken the monkey off my back.
So we think we're good. Okay, so let's start walking. So we start walking down the path and we're maybe 50 meters away and
Yeah, and all of a sudden I hear this screeching. And I'm walking away. There's a monkey behind me, and it's kind of matching my pace plus 50%. And so then I start walking faster, and then it starts walking faster, and then I start running, and it starts running. And it's like I don't know how to describe it. It almost looks like a gallop. You know, it's not really, but or not it, she starts running towards me. And then there's nothing I do. She grabs the bottom of my leg and comes back up and wraps herself around and digs her claws into my neck again. And
she did not want you to
she
leave.
did not want me to leave. And she was screeching, where are you going, boyfriend?
So the people who worked there actually had to come and remove her because she was not, and they had to hold her until Ryan could
Yeah.
leave.
But the funny thing is, at first I was really kind of nervous because, I didn't know what was happening. And I didn't know if this monkey was friendly or whether she was, gonna bite me or whatever.
Yeah.
But she actually seemed to be kind of affectionate, and
Yeah, she liked you.
she liked me, and she wanted us to be buddies or boyfriend and girlfriend or something.
Something.
And so by the time we left, I actually felt a little bit sad to go. I kind of grew a little bit attached to her because she was so sweet.
Yeah. So the path that we had taken on the way there was more of an established path through the jungle, but our guide Ishmael on the way back took us a lot more just cutting through deeper into the trees rather than staying on the path. And the point of that was really to help us see more of what was living in there. So we needed to be in where the trees and the leaves and the brush was a lot denser.
The thing is, you can't see much.
It was definitely a more challenging walk on the way back because it's dark and now we're deeper into the trees and there's more to walk over.
And he's cutting through it with a machete.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
These are not established paths. This is
No, he's just up ahead of us going and now we can't even see where the mud is to try to help the kids not fall into it. So, but that's where it got really cool because this is when things began to come out. That's why you do a night walk, because a lot of these bugs and creatures are more nocturnal. You only see them come out at night, and that was what we were hoping for.
Wow, look at that one. A monkey.
Okay, it's okay. Oh.
A poison. A poison.
It was a really big
really big.
spider.
How big was the spider?
That.
Like that big?
That big.
It was like,
Oh, good God.
what?
It was not.
Not that.
It was this big.
No, if
It
you
was
include
not-
its legs,
no.
it was like that.
No, it was not.
You didn't see the
It was
tarantula.
like this
I
big.
saw the tarantula.
It was this big. So
Okay, it felt that big. It looked
Okay,
really huge.
It was easily this big. This big right here. This big, you know.
I didn't say this big. I said, look, it was
It's
big.
this big.
And it was really hairy.
I
It
know.
was very hairy. And it was,
Harry Potter.
it was the size of a small horse.
Gosh, that's not what I said.
No.
Okay.
But it was big. Interestingly, Johanna saw as many bugs or creatures as our guide did.
Johanna saw lots of bugs.
That's what we just said. Johanna saw lots of bugs. She just had this eye
Eye.
for it. Like, she kept finding them over and over again. It was very impressive. Back was hard because the boys were tired. At that point, we were all tired, honestly, because it wasn't just the mud and just the boots. It was also, we'd had a long travel day, and now it was, you know, after 7 o'clock, and also it was really hot, like really, really hot and humid in there. So we were all crazy sweaty. And so by the end of our walk, they were definitely struggling, but they did so good. Everybody did really good and kept going, and we persisted. And Oliver, you even finished the whole hike, right? Like such a big boy. Yeah, you did really good.
Great.
I can't believe I'm swimming in the Amazon.
This is insane.
Ah!